Throne defended.
I think we were a fluke. Like, nature was just like, oh shit. Like, it didn't think that we'd be manipulating molecules and electrons and plasma and all the fire. It was probably like, what? Fire is just something that happens.
So basically, you confirmed to us that you're high.
No.
Most of our audience is, anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
For truth and justice.
There is no justice.
Yo, you looking for a blow up? You already know what podcast name you need to throw up. It's KTP, bitch. Well, being good is a must. Cop out opposite selects, they get stuffed. So what's up? It's 16-bit K7 and slips Kombat 2, man. You know what it is. Sitting high on top of the summit. Podcasts that think they're safe, yet full combo punish. So come stay. Whether Injustice or MK, we doing it all day. So say hello to the special guest. You know what's next. Sit down, stretch your cerebral cortex, and get caught in Scorpion's vortex. Smack by Selena's jump too, or hit with Victor's tech. All frauds get checked. This is not a test. So sit and rest, breathe deep in your chest, and get a load of the best podcast on the net.
Episode 39 of the only NRS podcast that doesn't sound like shit. Have you heard those other podcasts?
Yeah, I like them.
I like them. I like the content, but
They do sound shit.
Come on, guys. Don't put out shit that sounds like that. That
What?
was
Sounds like what? What are you talking about?
PL did a podcast where he's like, I couldn't even fucking listen to it.
Yeah, Carl was...
Oh yeah, that one sucked.
They need to step it up on the recording end. But we got a guest. He is vengeance. He is the knight. He is forever king.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Alright, where should we start? How does it feel to win KIT?
I felt pretty awesome, man. I mean, at first it started out as a regional, but once I hyped it up as a major, I was pretty excited. I was considered to have the death pool too, so it was hard to make it out of that.
Yeah, that was it. What did you think of the match with fucking Max and Bane?
Man, I was not scared of Bane until I played Max. Like, his Bane is really awesome. He pushed me to the limit for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you live with a good Bane player.
Yeah.
So it's not like you don't know the match. Like, that's considered a bad match for Bane by some people.
Yeah, I thought it was 6-4 until I played Max.
And you live with the Bane player, and he still put on...
Yeah, I figure my little brother plays Bane, so I'm going to know the matchup, but I play Max, and I see some shit I've never seen.
The 9-year-old prodigy.
He's 12.
He's getting pretty good.
He's 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
Dude,
He
in
didn't-
KIT, King Jr. was walking around with a 2-liter of chocolate milk.
That's nice.
Are you
tight.
serious?
Yeah.
And he has a mustache.
Yeah, he is growing a mustache.
He has a mustache.
At 12, that's impressive.
I know. Like,
He said he's the only one in his
2 liters of
class.
Chocolate
fucking
milk.
Waffles can't grow a mustache now.
I respect that. Chocolate milk is good, though.
Chocolate milk is good. I wish,
I love
yeah,
it.
I wish I had the 2-liter.
It bodies regular milk.
I was there when he was making it. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he was, he was like, I was going to put it in a smaller bottle, but this is going to last all day. And I was like, all right.
Was it like a pop bottle? Did he wash it out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like a
it was like a
giant-
Pepsi bottle.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I was like, that's pretty tight, though.
Is your little brother emo that he didn't make top 8?
Yeah, he was pretty upset. Like, he wanted to go back to the room. He didn't even want to watch my matches. But my stepdad made him stay, so.
I love that a little kid is emo.
He
Joining
wanted
this
to make-
community, you truly will become one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wanted to make top 8 really bad. Like, that's all he cares about.
He played MK too, didn't he?
A little bit. He never really got serious into that. Like, he never read the frame data or anything. But in
Well, could he
Injustice,
read when MK came out? I mean, was he like 9?
Yeah, he was like 8 or 9. You can read at that age, right? No?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wow. Yeah, me neither.
So basically, you're a guy that had this second place curse. You got second place Summer Jam, second place
place
Fall
Fall
Classic, Everyone knew you were good enough to win a big one, but
I mean, I got first at Umicon.
that
But I
doesn't
know that's
count.
not a major.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I mean, you got second at UFGT and MK. Somehow you found a way to lose to to lose to Johnny Cage with Kenshi. That's how cursed you were.
I know,
So
man.
when you were playing Max in the grand finals, what was going through your head?
I mean, I felt pretty confident because I play my little brother all the time. And I started out at 2-0. So I was like,
Right.
I got this. And then once he won the first match, I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. And then he won the second match and I was like, oh shit, he can actually beat me. And I started getting a little bit nervous.
I know Max told me that when it was tied 2-2, he could see that your legs were shaking. Like, you had to be like, no way I'm going to lose coming this close. Like, that
I mean-
had to be going through your mind.
A little bit, yeah. But I felt pretty confident though, because I have played Bane like thousands of matches.
Well, I thought it was pretty awesome.
It was.
It
It was
was
one of the
really
hypest
hype.
grand finals in a while.
It was
I went
awesome.
back and rewatched it, and I was like, man, that was an awesome set.
The whole top 8 was awesome. We've talked about that constantly. I mean,
Pools
I think,
were awesome. It was all good.
yeah, actually, the whole tournament was awesome. Literally,
That was
the
one of my
first
favorite
match was
tournaments I've been
awesome.
to. I've been
Same
to like
here.
15 tournaments, and that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's
Well,
definitely
you won.
it's-
Yeah, of course it's your
I mean,
Yeah.
not just that, the whole atmosphere itself, like everything was hype. They turned the lights off for top 8, or top 16 actually. That made a big difference, I think.
Dude,
Dude, I was ranting about that.
Yeah, it's cool how they turn.
Can we admit that's cool?
They should all do that.
Yeah, do that.
For top 8 at least.
Someone was messing with me and Smargasm though. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember that.
I think that was the AK guys trying to sabotage you.
It almost worked.
Yeah.
What do you think of that trophy? Where did you put it?
Oh, I'm actually not getting it yet. They said that was just like the first copy. They're gonna make me
What?
one copy and send it to me in the mail.
It was like a prototype.
Yeah, basically. But they're actually painting mine like it's not gonna be gold. It's gonna be the real colors of Doomsday, like gray, red
Oh,
eye.
that's cool.
Oh really? That's awesome.
So I
So
can't.
those
wait.
weren't even finished.
Nope. And he's gonna like engrave my gamer tag in the back of Doomsday's head. So
Wow, that
I
is
like those
cool.
custom trophies.
yeah, he says Injustice's first time at KIT, so they want to do something nice for the winners. I thought that was really awesome of them. Shout
They
out to
went out of their way. I think they're a good example of if you treat us right, we'll put on a show.
Yeah, we did.
Another tournament we have to talk about is UFGT 10. Did you guys see the announcement that UFGT 10 this
Last
year,
one.
final UFGT?
Yeah, I did.
That sucks.
I actually
That
want to
sucks.
go.
Yeah, like
Because Mortal Kombat's a main game.
obviously last year had some problems. I think pretty much all of us were mad about a few things, but this idea that they've treated us like shit for years. What UFG 2012 and 11 were awesome. They were like some of the best tournaments of the year.
I can't say because I wasn't there, but personally, I was at UFGC last year and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and 2013 wasn't even that bad.
Oh, people
Yeah.
were bitching about like the 9 a.m. like top 8 and shit.
Well, that did suck. There were a few things that sucked. It wasn't terrible. And the first 2 years certainly were great. So this is not good. It's easy for Dark Natus on the East Coast to say, "Oh, good riddance." Dude, we don't live on the East Coast. We don't have a Big E major every other day. Like, we can't afford to lose UFGT.
Yeah, there's not a lot of majors like in mid-America. It's all
There are now KIT and nothing else.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe Frosty might become a major then.
Well, yeah, there'll be final round in Atlanta, KIT in Tennessee, and then nothing.
Yeah,
Because we
that sucks.
lost seasons beatings, we lost power up, now we're losing UFGT. So just because there were a few things that sucked about last year's, doesn't mean we should be celebrating the demise of one of the Midwest's last remaining majors. Hopefully someone picks up where Keats is leaving
Right,
off.
like something new
Yeah.
comes out of it.
And that's another thing. This talk that KIT is not a major because it traditionally hasn't been. Yeah, I see Tom's point, but get the fuck out of here. If
That
East
logic
Coast,
makes no sense.
yeah, if East Coast can just go, Fall Classic, it's a major, it's just as big as Evo, hold that, and everyone's like, all right, well then Vandy can go, KIT, we're expanding, it's now a major. We showed up, we delivered, he delivered as a TO, KIT's now a major. It's an annual major now.
He catered to our community to make it a major.
Right, like if Fall Classic can just show up out of nowhere and be like, this is a major now, and everyone's going to be like, and I'm not saying Fall Classic is, that's true. Like, Fall Classic was an awesome and is an annual major now, but there's no reason you can't create majors now. Like that was a major in every way. That is now one of the mid-country's majors for sure.
Yeah, that last tournament elevated it to major.
Yeah, for sure. I know we're all going back next year. King, will you go back next year? Yeah.
Yeah, I am for
Looked
sure.
awesome.
I know ATL will go back next year. Like, I'm sure Florida will if they can. I'm guessing it'll be bigger next year since it was so good this year. I'm guessing like West Coast and all the old shit. We want to be part of that too. Get the fuck out of here with that. Oh well, you can't just make a new major.
I know
It's a shame
majors
that
are also
Tekken-
qualified like by the skill of the players there, and there is definitely a nice, skill group at KIT.
No one disputes that. To be fair, no one's disputing that. Anyway, Slips, what were you gonna say about Tekken?
I was to say it's a shame that Tekken got like, I think they got like 100+ at KIT, and then final round is their really the huge Tekken tournament, or like one of the bigger ones, and
They're not showing up
didn't
at
even
Evo.
make Evo.
Yeah, that's
They're on their rise, and then it didn't even make it to Evo. It's like, oh dang.
I think that should be our next topic. You guys all heard the Evo announcements. We're back. We made it.
no Mortal Kombat.
No Mortal Kombat.
That kind of sucks.
I was
It's
really
not-
hoping for it.
I was.
It's
I
not
mean,
a
I
surprise.
didn't expect it, but I was hoping like the legacy of MK would carry it to it.
I wanted 3 top 8 medals.
Well,
Yeah. Got Injustice
So
Yeah.
and KI.
Yeah, I don't have an Xbox One though.
Yeah, no one does.
So yeah, it's gonna be Street Fighter, Marvel, totally expected, BlazBlue, KOF, Smash Brothers if Nintendo allows it. How dumb is that?
It's dumb.
And then Injustice.
Pretty
Is that
stupid.
it? Am I forgetting
Yep.
something?
Yeah, I think that's it.
KI. I think Donkey Disc is the only person listening here that cares, but
Donkey
congratulations,
Disc.
GGA Donkey.
How did he get that fucking name?
That was his name before he was Dizzy.
What is that? Like a floppy disk on a donkey?
It's
It's
It
weird.
was some name he created while he was playing Halo.
That's
He
tight.
had before he was Dizzy, he had a bunch of weird names like Daggerfall and Incorruptibility and all these other weird names.
Daggerfall is kind of cool.
It sounds like a power metal band
Yeah,
or
it
something.
does. Like an 80s metal band.
So yeah, I mean, I'm super excited because last year I went in with Killer Frost and I went in with a really bad mentality. Like I was really emo about playing Frost. I was really emo about how I was playing in tournament, and I was way more motivated to do well in MK. MK was like, I want to cement my legacy in MK. So I was 100% focused on MK and was very, very emo about Injustice, and I got bodied. I got 33rd, which is
Dude,
basically last place.
I was
You
more
got
emo than
bodied
you.
too. Yeah, you got bodied too, which is stunning.
Man, I had a really bad upset because the monitor I was playing on was actually set to 1080p, and it didn't even have the most recent hotfix on it. I couldn't tell in the button check, so we just played the match. It was really laggy. I lost. I told the ref, and he was like, all right, you can go switch over to this station, but you're still down 0-1. And, yeah, I lost the next one. Some random Doomsday. He wasn't even that good. It was so laggy. The monitor was so laggy. I can see his shoulder charges on reaction and parry him with Batman when he was like right in my face.
You also lost to Gridman, the Superman.
Yeah. He outplayed me. But I feel like I should have won.
So we're gonna get our chance.
Yeah, I definitely
I'm
want to
super
run back at
excited.
Evo. That's the only tournament I've been to that I didn't place top 8.
And I know for me, I'm excited to take Catwoman to Evo. Like, the week before Evo, I almost switched to Catwoman for Evo, knowing I was going to get bodied, knowing I wasn't good with her yet. I was like, Killer Frost, I'm not putting in the work to be good with her. I'm not doing well in tournament. I hate playing her. I'm just going to use Catwoman and get bodied. But I decided to try one more time. And I got Black Adam'd and got bodied.
Yeah,
and
that
Free patch.
so that was a fucking waste of time. And ever since then, I've been the biggest regret of my competitive career. And now I'm going to have another opportunity. And I might get bodied again, but I'm going to try my best to get top 8 with Catwoman, and we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the opportunity. And GGA, man, I'm not using this as an option select. We got bodied at Evo, and that's fine, and we're holding that. But this is a new GGA. It should be obvious watching us. Since GBS started 26 weeks ago, we've been training a hell of a lot more than we were at Evo. Like,
Yeah, you guys have definitely leveled up a lot more. I can
right,
tell.
we're not going to get 33rd next year or this year. Like, we're serious. Our expectations are for a couple of us to be in that top 8. I think someone like Max could do.
Yeah, you guys
PBJ.
have the best Bane, best Hawk Girl, best Catwoman. You guys got a nice little squad.
We'll see. I mean, I'm definitely not saying we're the best region, but we're a hell of a lot better than we were last year. I'm super excited.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy for this.
I have to give Phil Pops props, dude. He's definitely the best level I've ever played.
Damn. Phil Pops getting props.
Yeah, I might steal some stuff from him.
Yeah, people say Batman vs. Lobo is this really bad match, and he doesn't, and neither do you.
No, it's 5-5, for sure.
Slips, what do you think about Evo?
What do you mean?
You got bodied last year.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about this opportunity?
I don't know. I'm not as passionate about it as you are, I guess.
Wow.
Are you high?
Yeah, thanks for being a podcast host. That's really hype. So, guys, we're at the World Championships. Are you excited? I'm not really passionate. That's great.
I don't know. I mean, I'll just play.
Are you high?
Yeah.
He's fucking bait.
God, dude.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
So you're off Scorpion. Shouldn't you talk about that heading into Evo? You're not going into Evo with Scorp. You made
Well,
your
I didn't
last
use Scorpion last time. I used
I'm just saying-
Deathstroke
Yeah,
last
that's true.
last week. You left us on a cliffhanger. You were deciding what to do. Tell us about the decision.
Well, I think everyone knows.
I
mean,
know, but tell us the thought that went into it.
Well, Scorpion sucks. And it's either play with... It was pretty much either play with Deathstroke or quit. And I was like, I can't, like, I was like,
Deathstroke.
every
or
Thursday
quit.
was gonna feel like a waste of time.
Wait, why not go to fucking like a high tier character?
I mean, you got a 10 scalp with Deathstroke, so.
I guess, but I mean, Deathstroke's fun. I can actually freaking do good with him. Like, if I'm gonna play the game, I want to at least have fun. I'm not gonna have fun if I'm getting bodied every week. So, Deathstroke it is. He's cool too. Did you know he's one of the few characters that actually has beaten Batman before?
Really?
In
Yep.
the comics, yeah.
Yeah.
He's badass.
He's a villain, right?
He's
Yes.
contract
Like an
work.
anti-hero.
Yeah, I would say he's more of an anti-hero. He's really more about making money than being evil.
He loves his job.
He does.
You're getting annoying.
Iron Thor hurting you.
You sound like Larry Flint. I'm Deathstroke.
I love my job. He's awesome. He is cool. So, Slips, how good do you think Deathstroke is?
I think he's probably upper mid. Wherever Sector was in MK9 is where Deathstroke is. He's not top. He might not be top 10, but you don't have to be top 10 to be really solid.
So you'd say he's in the top 15 conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. You've often said that he has no matchups that's 7-3, and that's all you ask for in a fighting game.
Yeah, there's a big difference between 4-6 and 7-3. Like that's a big difference. 4-6s are, it kind of sucks, but more often than not, if you're the better player, you're gonna win. So yeah, you can't really ask for more than that.
This week, were you playing, or did you miss Scorp?
When what?
Did you miss Scorp when you were playing this week? Did you ever think, I miss Scorp, my buddy Scorp?
No. Scorp is like Jesus for the NRS community. Can we be serious about that?
Well, he was resurrected.
Yeah. Wow. He's pretty much he. Whenever some sort of scare goes down, we can be like, remember the 2013 Scorpion scare. Like maybe we should think about it. Like he was a martyr. And we all will look back on him. My Scorpion.
Scorpion died
for our sins.
Dave's sins.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that say he was fine day one. I think he was broken.
I think he had a few things that were fucked up. Flip kick was like insane.
-1?
Yeah,
that was definitely broke.
With stupid recovery on whiff.
Yeah.
That was dumb. That was definitely broke.
King, what do you think about Deathstroke?
I think he's like maybe mid-tier, maybe upper mid-tier. I mean, he's good. He's got really good rush down in the corner. It's almost like Wonder Woman, how he has he could do low overhead or crossover and then just keep you in a vortex.
I think that's a pretty apt comparison because
they're very
have
similar
about everything. They both. There's nothing they really can't do.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
I like him.
It's weird that everyone considers her to be like this cabal of the game. You just don't know. It's just absolutely bloody bonkers. But Deathstroke is this absolute shitter. It's weird.
You know, I can actually beat M2 Dave with Deathstroke on Atlantis, but he'll body me on any other stage, though.
Why Atlantis? Because he doesn't have shit to throw at you?
I guess.
You can beat Dave with Deathstroke?
Yeah, on Atlantis only. He bodied me on every other stage. But on Atlantis, I beat him 4-1, though. Something like that.
Interesting. What does
weird.
Dave say about your obsession with Atlantis? I know you're heavily pushing for Atlantis to be the tournament stage. Which is
I'm mostly just troll when I say that.
Yeah, that's probably the most transparent thing I've ever seen. The only thing that would be more transparent is you guys, I really think Dumpster Stage should be the tournament standard.
Oh, God.
That'd be tight.
I agree, that would be tight.
No.
I wonder if we could use our...
That mattress drop combo was cool.
That Evo match of King with the dumpster. That was awesome.
That was one of my favorite tournament matches.
How salty was that dude?
I mean, he was really cool afterwards, but I know inside his head he must have been thinking, what the fuck just happened, you know?
That was bad.
That'd be a really bad way to go out.
He just had good games and shook my hand and walk away.
Fuck you!
K7, you've never been to an Evo. Are you going to go this year?
I'm going to try. It's like, there's NEC, there's these KITs, and they all look awesome, but that is truly the Super Bowl for fighting games. There is no question. It tops even MLG.
Yeah.
The props.
It's definitely my favorite tournament in hype.
Yeah.
And it's in Las Vegas.
Do you think that Injustice will get on the main stage this year?
Definitely. We're the third.
I hope so. Because last year we had that own room.
No, that was only for MK. Injustice had the main stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He got booed.
King, you know what I'm talking about. How emo are you that we made top 8 in MK and we were on that secondary stage and we had to watch Injustice where they had the big blue lights and the waves were on the side of the Titantron and shit?
It was so hype.
Yeah, the Titan.
Yeah.
That would have made our top 8 so much hyper.
I know. I was so emo that I'm grateful that they had MK last year overall. Don't get me wrong. I love that we got to go out like that. But that stage was awesome last
It
year.
was.
Imagine Rio versus PL on that stage.
That,
Yeah.
I can only dream of that GGA 16 bit on the blue fucking light thing next to the screen.
I wish they did
Jesus.
intros like CO.
I know.
Yeah, it would be perfect if they just added that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing we were missing. And it being one day was kind of a shame. I wish they had gone to top 8 and then had it, like, on a Saturday or Sunday have the top 8. I always like when top 8s are separated by day. Like, you place, and then you kind of get off your high, and then you have that whole day where everyone's like, oh, here are the match. Oh, it's going to be King versus Harold tomorrow. Who's going to win? Oh, man, Max versus Pig. What's going to happen? And all that. And everyone goes to their hotel. Like, after me, PBJ, and Max made top 8 at KIT, we all, instead of playing casuals, we went to our room, and we call it the Illuminati room, and, like, Saucy Jack was playing all his alts and everything to get everybody ready. That shit's tight. I know King was, like, meeting with Dave. Listen, when you fight that fool Harold, this is how you beat him. Like, yeah, you know that. Everyone's huddling, planning. That's awesome.
That's how it went down.
Yeah, that day break is awesome. Every major needs that. I hate one-day events. It's better than nothing, but I want that break if possible.
You want to feel more elite.
It feels like you take that day, and it's like this day separates the men from the boys. Like, okay, the top 32, yeah, those are good players, but now the lights are fucking off, and a day's gone by. These are the 8 survivors.
Yeah.
8.
Next top 8 more hype.
Yeah, the last 8 guys standing. Like everyone else is dead. And if the lights were on, you'd see nothing but the bodies laying around. That's how fucking those 8 guys are. It makes, like, you're sitting there and the light's shining on you and it's dark and you're like, these guys behind me are fucking scrubs, man. I'm the one standing. These guys are dead. They don't exist anymore. That's how hype this is.
God, what a day.
Jesus.
They don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, dude, that's the lights going off,
Ultra
man.
Hollywood.
It's serious, dude. The lights are off. Don't tell me I'm wrong, man. You, K7, if you fucking made a top 8, would you be sitting there and you're like, that's right, man.
I would
Lights
have
on
fucking
me.
Undertaker druids come out.
Yeah, you'd have
Fucking torches and shit.
I mean, that's how I feel when I don't make top 8. It sucks.
Who had the best intro in WWE?
I think Undertaker. You can't beat that intro.
Or Kane.
Kane's was tight.
Kane's was good.
Gold Dust was tight.
No, get the
Goldust was tight, dude.
Goldust.
His intro was tight.
There's a good one, Gangrel, man. He was.
That was a good one.
Coming out of that ring of fire.
That music.
He's like.
Yeah, that music was tight.
Wow.
The Generation X had a great one.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
That's probably my fave.
You guys played the Nintendo 64 one?
Oh, fuck.
They had a lot of funny entrances in that one. La Parka.
Shit out of all those.
Parka.
Parka.
Chairman of WCW,
Yeah.
obviously.
Like,
I used to like the Ninja Dude.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
just called the Black Ninja.
Yep.
Remember
forget
the
his
intro
name.
to that game had Sting driving his semi-truck or whatever?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like Hogan was like in the road, like, what? And like Sting was in the semi-truck. That was tight.
I forgot all that.
And remember you blocked moves by just puffing your chest out? That was awesome.
You just
Yeah.
take it, yeah.
King, can you do that with your pecs? Can you, like, if let's say like I went ape shit and started punching you because you picked Kenshi, would you just puff your chest out and like absorb it?
Probably.
Can you take, like, flare chops?
Yeah, like they do like punches and chops and they just be like, ugh, you hold R1 and they just,
That's manly.
yeah. And you could wiggle the stick to just get out of any pin for free.
Only in the first 2.
Yeah, that was bro.
They took it out.
For that.
They patched it out.
So did you guys hear Mr. Wizard during his rundown, he said one of the reasons that Injustice is back was that the NEC top 8 was so hype.
That's cool.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. That's cool.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, like a month ago, we were talking about how the 8 players there, the whole pools actually, everyone that went to NEC, and specifically the people that streamed it, may have saved Injustice, and it looks like that literally is true. Pig, who helped that stream, the other guys that streamed, and everyone that played so well, literally saved the game, and we're back at EVO because that tournament was so fucking hype.
Yeah,
That's
everyone
fine.
was really down on that game.
Yeah, like it feels like a year ago.
KI was just come out, and people were like, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah, everyone's like, I'm moving to KI. This game sucks now. LOL Superman. The patch sucks. And KIT and momentum hasn't stopped. Every regional, local, and major since then has been awesome.
Yeah, we got that MK Magic back.
Yeah, even
The hype.
The feuds are hype.
Yeah, we're getting feuds now.
We're getting feuds again. Did you see Wonder Chef called me a piece of shit on Twitter?
Yeah, you're in a feud right now.
That's awesome.
I mean, your pop-off was pretty awesome. You had to say something.
Chef has gone full heel though. You're the baby face.
I stand by that pop-off. You know, if you're going to say that, oh, they don't have a Batman player, how could they possibly be ready? We know how to beat Batman. Like, maybe we don't have a Batman at King's level or Arma's level, but we can definitely give you a run for your money. Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? This meta shit is stupid.
So you had body nub kicks?
I'm pretty confident. Let me put it this way. I don't know who will win, but he's not going to do anything I haven't seen. He's not going to go, oh my god, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know you could use bats that way. Maybe I'll make the wrong reads, and I just won't win, but it's not going to be free. Get the fuck out of here, you know?
Well,
So, why did you pick Batman?
Yeah.
You're a Batman guy?
Yeah, Batman's actually my favorite hero, and Black Adam's my favorite villain. So those were like the first two characters I started off with. Plus he was in the demo, so that was my first character. And I ended up liking him, so I just stuck with him. I've tried like every character in the game, and Batman's my favorite to use. I just have the most fun when using him.
like, what's your favorite rendition of Batman? Is it the comic, the animated series, the movie?
Adam West.
Probably the animated series. Under the Red Hood was one of my favorite Batman
That was
shows.
a tight movie.
That is tight, yeah.
That just made me like Batman that much more after watching that.
If you were rich, would you become Batman?
Probably could.
Wait,
That'd
do
be
you
tight.
think that would legitimately work? Like, in the real world, do you think you could do that
No.
without getting killed?
Because he has way too many gadgets that can't be made in real life.
Obviously, you just get shot in the head immediately.
Well, I mean, you could have a bulletproof helmet or something.
His mouth is exposed.
Well, you would obviously cover it.
I mean, soldiers aren't immortal.
Yeah, but they're not millionaires.
Also, they'd figure out who you are, like, instantly.
I think it could work.
No, absolutely not.
If you had an infinite amount of money, you could have anything you want. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not
Also,
going to make like
People would have
jet
lookouts
plane.
and shit, so
Yeah.
whenever Batman would use a smoke bomb, they'd see where he'd fly off, and then they'd pick him off. They'd have a sniper somewhere. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
You can't take into account all the variables when you're taking down a heist. Get out of here.
You could hire, like, an army, like a private army and shit.
That's, well,
Okay, that's not Batman.
yeah, that's not Batman. I mean, technically that's like Batman Incorporated, that storyline. That is what Batman
I
did.
read that.
Yeah, Batman a few years ago did start branching out. Like, he had sanctioned Batmen all over the world.
That's
Really?
Yeah,
That's
like, here's
crazy.
the Japanese Batman, here's the African Batman, hella Batman. And Bruce Wayne came public. He didn't admit he was Batman, but he was in public like, I've secretly been funding Batman, it's not me, which is so stupid. Wouldn't the public just be like, okay, so it's obviously you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I'm publicly going to be funding the Batman franchise, and he franchised Batman out.
That sounds like a good story. I want to
Yeah,
read
it's
that.
pretty cool.
The new Batman, like, comics are really good. The Court of Owls and, like, the, what was it? Death in the Family?
Death of the Family, yeah.
Really good shit. Like, I'm not into, like, DC comics, but those were really fucking good. The new Joker where he cut off his face
Yeah,
looks
I
awesome.
agree.
You know,
So
I
is
want to go back
MK9
to
your first fighting game, King?
Oh yeah. Competitively, yeah. I mean, I've always loved fighting games ever since I was little. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2 was like my first fighting game, and I was like 3 when I played that. But competitively in tournaments, MK9. But for fun, I play like almost every fighting game. Like I like AE, Marvel.
I remember the first time playing you online. I saw you had this like ridiculous record, and I was like, "Oh my god, this guy must be good."
You were the original online warrior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah, and I remember that the first time I fought your Kung Lao, I was like, "Dang, this dude's good."
I was pretty decent.
Yeah, I remember.
Kerbo was the next one.
Yeah, I
after
think
me.
you were the first person that like really like blew me up the first time I played them. Like I was like, God damn, he's just absolutely. I was like, this dude's just on another level. I gotta accept that. Let's just take this in.
That's when his name was like King Quiles or whatever.
Yeah.
I always wondered, is that the same guy? I've never got an
It
answer.
was. That
Yeah.
was.
My gamer tag first was King Kilas. Everyone pronounces it wrong in Spanish. So.
Keyless?
You know,
Quiles, you're so white. King Quiles.
Man, I had that in
in
my head.
Spanish,
so
Q's are pronounced like a K, you know, so it's Kilas. But since everyone pronounced it wrong, so I was like, I kind of want to change my gamer tag, and then I ended up making a clan, you know, Forever, and then I became Forever King, and then I'm not part of the clan anymore, but I just kept the name because that's what everyone knows me by.
So, like, how did you get so good at MK? Like,
Man, I played that game like every day. I fell in love with that game.
yeah,
Like
you were online constantly. I remember.
I was like ranked number 1 on the leaderboards at one point.
Like summer of 2011.
You know, it's
Who
funny.
was
like
your first character in that game?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Every Mortal Kombat, Scorpion was always my favorite, and Kung Lao was always my second favorite. So when I got Mortal Kombat 9, I tried out Scorpion, and I was like, I don't really like him that much. And then I tried out Kung Lao, and he was like OP, so just went with that.
That pre-patched him.
Yeah.
Safe.
Even after he got nerfed, I still kept using him. I never dropped him. A bunch of people dropped him. I'll have
He was
to
always
admit,
your man.
me and Perfect Legend are the only 2 people that stuck with Kung Lao from the beginning of the game all the way to the end of the game.
P-board.
Everyone else picked him up.
P-board. As far as I know, he was always Kung Lao.
I think so, yeah. I forgot
Unless he
about him.
started with Ermac and went to Lao. Either way, as long as I've known him, he was Lao.
Yeah, he does use Ermac too. I don't know which one he had first.
I mean, I first met him at SCR 2011, and he was using Lao, and he was pretty good.
Yeah, I never played him until EVO 2013.
Where you got the luckiest win I've
Yeah,
ever seen in my life.
That was so tight.
That was not tight for him.
Yeah, he looked so emo after that.
I would have been too, man. Like, I kind of felt bad for him. Like, if I was in that position, dude, I'd be heartbroken.
I'm heartbroken that fucking Kenshi got into the top 8 because of that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Why couldn't you have used Lao on one game against me? The courtesy game.
I mean, I would have, but it's EVO top 8, you know? So,
I accept that.
gotta do what I gotta do.
I accept that. You always have in other majors given me the
Yeah.
courtesy game.
If it was like a local, especially if it was a local, I'd probably just go Kung Lao the whole time. But majors, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Fair enough.
You're known for like playing a shitload of characters. Like, how do you
Yeah.
do that? Like, not just concentrate on one and be good at a lot of them.
Like, usually what I'll do when I first start playing the game, like, I'll get bored after using a character for a while, so I'll learn another character. And then when I get bored, I learn another character. And I just keep doing that until I learn everyone. And I don't forget what I learned. I don't know. So I just know all the characters. And in Justice, I'd say I use everyone except Harley and Catwoman and Bane. Those are the only 3 characters I haven't learned. That's why those are my hardest matchups, I think, because I don't know their frame data or
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Do
I'm
you,
not sure.
do you still think Aquaman's the best?
No, I think Aquaman is number 3. I
Oh,
think it
really?
goes Martian Manhunter, Zod, Aquaman, then probably Wonder Woman, Killer Frost.
Wow.
Wonder Woman.
Interesting.
Killer Frost.
Yeah.
Zod number 2?
Yep. Dude,
So
honestly,
Batman's
I'd rather fight like Rio's Martian Manhunter or Hayes Jupiter's Martian Manhunter any day than fight Pig of the Hut or M2 Dave Zod. Like, I just really don't like Zod. He feels tough to fight.
He's pretty crazy.
It's just run away the whole match.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Run away and use the trait mix-ups. Free interactables.
Honestly, on certain levels, I think Zod has advantage over Batman. I get blown up when I say that, but I think so.
I mean, what about Wonder Woman? Don't you think you have Wonder Woman kind of high?
No, I don't think Wonder Woman loses to anyone.
What Wonder Woman are you playing?
I've played Goomba, I've played Foxy, and I use Wonder Woman myself.
I will say, I played casuals a short set with King's Wonder Woman. It is quite good. I don't know about this Wonder Woman America talk. That's kind of a little bit overly cocky. But your Wonder Woman is pretty fucking good. But I don't know about top 5.
Top 5? Not even top 5?
No, I mean her being top 5.
Oh.
No, your Wonder Woman is top 5 Wonder Woman. But
I think she is. Like, honestly, if she lost to someone, she would lose to Martian Manhunter. But besides that, I really don't think she loses to anyone.
What about Killer Frost?
No, I don't have a problem with that at all. I fought Ricky Walls online and beat him like 10-1 with Wonder Woman.
I mean, you think Killer Frost? You really think she's that good still?
Oh yeah, she might lose to Black Adam, but I mean that's it. She doesn't really lose to anyone. And Flash, I don't know. Flash could be in the top 5 talk too, though. It's kind of hard to say who the top 5 is, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
You're not saying anything about Killer Frost that Killer Frost players don't say. That's what's so interesting. They don't disagree with you, but they're just not delivering.
Well, there's not many of them.
Chaotic hasn't been in the tournament for a while.
Maybe that is why. Maybe Chaotic will go out there and get top 8 at Winter Brawl. Who knows?
I think there was literally 0 Killer Frost players at KIT.
You guys seen PR Balrog's match against that hot girl?
Oh, Cosmo.
No, I heard that's winning the game.
That's pretty tight.
However, I do have a story about PR Balrog from KIT that I don't think I've told. Have I told that story on this show?
I don't think so.
So me and Pig and a few other guys are at Steak and Shake, and PR Balrog walks in with the Capcom guys, and he comes up and he talks to us briefly, and he says the game's been looking hype. He wants to get back into it, and he's going to play, I can't remember what character it was. Not Killer Frost. He wanted to play someone else. And then he just goes, I got top 8 at EVO, bitches, and walked off. It was awesome. It was awesome.
I respect that.
Yeah, it was tight.
He didn't even enter Injustice at KIT?
No. I don't think I think Costner, Hawk Girl thing, made him retire. I don't think he's entered an Injustice tournament since then.
You still didn't watch that?
I didn't see it. I've just heard about it. It's legendary.
It's really nice.
All he did was the Wing of Age shit.
No, it was mace charges.
Oh, mace charge, yeah.
Wow.
He literally
was trolling.
He did like 30 or 40 mace charges. In one.
Yeah.
Like, it was stupid.
Pretty crazy. What about this beef you have with PL?
Well, basically we played in a long set online or whatever. I beat him a lot more games than me. And, the last 2 matches, we ended up doing Batman Mirrors, and he got me. He won the last 2 matches and said, like, peace, I'm about to go put these on YouTube. And I was like, why don't you go put the whole set on? And he was like, nah, I'm going to just put these 2. LOL, scumbag move. And I was like, alright, whatever. And then he ended up blowing it up on Twitter, like, posted it a bunch of times.
He actually put those up on YouTube?
Yeah, I saw him.
What?
He did a real master comeback on it.
He shared it on Twitter like 5 times.
Yeah, he was like tweeting out to Paulo and me and shit, demanding props. It was awesome.
What? That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was just going to joke about it, and then he actually did it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I remember there was a time, like, when Injustice came out, he sent me, like, a message on Facebook. He was like, dude, give me some Flash combos. I was like, I know a couple, and I just gave him some generic ones, and then give me some Superman combos. I was like, I just know, like, some generic garbage, and I gave them to him. And then he, like, posts, like, Injustice combo vid, you know, like B&Bs. And they're like
same
all
way.
my combos. I was like, dude,
stole
can
your
you give me
combo?
some credit at least?
That's
He was
what's
like,
up.
oh yeah. I was like, what the hell, man?
That's tight.
I think I've seen those combos too.
Yeah, they're really shitty.
That was like day 3.
Yeah, it was bad.
So, how confident are you if you had to play PL in tournament?
I'd be pretty confident. I mean, like I stated before, his main characters vary between like Doomsday, Scorpion, Batman, Superman. His Doomsday will like never beat my Batman in a single match. Pretty much the same thing with his Scorpion. His Batman will get me in the mirror randomly, but I'd say not that often at all.
If you
And
met in a tournament and he was Batman, would you mirror him?
They have at Umicon.
Yeah. I mean, I can beat him in the mirror, but it's kind of weird sometimes, and I'd rather just use Wonder Woman anyways, because I think I beat him with Wonder Woman a lot worse.
How bad do you think Aquaman beats Batman?
It's 6'4". It's not that bad. I used to say it was 7'3". I was just overreacting.
All right.
I learned the matchup a lot better since then. Honestly, I haven't lost any Aquamans in a really long time.
I thought you lost to that Bifun Insane guy recently or something.
No. No, it wasn't Baifu Insane. It was,
Theo.
it was Theo. How did you confuse Baifu Insane with Theo?
Oh, all right, never mind.
Baifu
I thought there was this dude. I thought there was this dude he played at a tournament, and he was like, "I haven't played Injustice
That
since
was
like."
Black Mamba at Umicon.
Oh, see, I knew it started with a B, man. Fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was one match. I mean, my controller was
one
messing
game.
up. Yeah, my controller was messing up. Because if you see, I used Grundy after that, and I was just doing like stupid shit that I never mess up on. Like I was doing 1-1 trade grab, even though that never works. My controller was messing up.
All right.
Why do you use the chat pad offline?
That's funny. Everyone asks me that every tournament I go to. I have the chat pad on my Xbox controller like every day. There's no reason to take it off, you know? So when I finally do take it off after having it on there for like a year, my controller feels too light. I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
I like the weight keypad has
Yeah,
on
that
it.
makes sense.
And plus, you know, if I bring it to a tournament, no one's going to get our controllers mixed up. Like, no one else with a keypad. So it works.
What game do you like more, Injustice, MK9?
For the longest time, I thought Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's been my favorite series, just like period, out of any video game franchise. But I'm starting to like Injustice more a little bit as of recently.
Really?
Like, because Injustice is a game, like, I have cousins and friends offline that play with me, and they don't go to tournaments or anything like that. But since they play against me, like, on a daily basis, they actually got good. Like, some of them don't even own the game, but they play me all the time, so they're good at it. And I didn't have that in Mortal Kombat. Like, they couldn't compete with me in Mortal Kombat, but in Injustice, I actually have offline friends and family to play with, so it's cool.
I have a game.
Yeah, I think, and like personally, I think MK. I think I've said this before. Probably a little more fun because of movement and just the viciousness of it is tight.
It's badass.
But Injustice seems to be more polished. You don't have.
And plus, it's more balanced, too.
Yeah, it's more polished. There's no input bug or
Meter
meter
drain.
drain glitch, and it's a little more balanced. At least so far.
In Mortal Kombat, none of the low tiers would ever top
Yeah,
8.
the bottom 10 were just a joke.
But in Injustice, there's really no character that I, think it's impossible to make top 8 with, except Joker,
Yeah.
maybe.
I agree. Is Joker even that bad?
I don't know. He has good wall shit.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't
And
know.
he's broken on the background bounce, too.
What if Quark wins Evo?
Behind.
That'd be awesome.
Cork is good, man. I like when he laughs when he loses. He's like, ha ha ha.
What if, while playing as Joker, his laugh was replaced by him being like, Grease? Like Metzos came out? That'd be awesome.
I actually just beat him in a ranked match like 2 hours ago.
Metzos?
No, Quark.
Oh. How is his Joker? Is it good?
It's so laggy, I can't even tell. He's all the way from Greece.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it looks like he knows what he's doing, but you really can't play footsies or anything like that in that lag, you know?
Yeah.
I can't even anti-air him. Joker's jump 3, though.
Dude, he's awesome. Come on, man. He's not that bad.
You guys think Panty Christ kind of looks like Joker?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking
Neither do I.
I mean, that same glossy look of insanity, maybe.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like, it's fucking crazy. Alright, I have a game.
Okay.
This is called What is Better. I'm gonna name 2 things and you guys tell me which is better.
Okay.
UFC or WWE?
UFC.
WWE.
We're talking current.
Oh, current?
Current.
I
What's
barely
your better
follow
watch?
UFC, but I also barely follow WWE, so... It's
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
barely follow either one, too.
UFC.
I'd probably say UFC, though.
Hey, aren't you a wrestler?
Yeah, I am.
You know what?
Well,
Yeah, that's not professional wrestling, though.
In high school, I wrestled, but my college doesn't have a wrestling team, so...
Did you ever do the rock bottom to something?
Something similar to that, yeah.
What would
I
be
actually
your
got
finisher?
I was actually known for like a double leg takedown in wrestling. I did that like almost every single match. I even have pictures on Facebook. It's pretty tight.
Was it safe on block?
It was pretty safe, but it's a throw, so it could be teched.
Did you have a name for it, like the King Takedown or something?
Nah.
Is it like a classic move, or did you make it
Oh,
up?
it was actually like, it's kind of like the spear, like Goldberg spear.
Goldberg Spear? Right.
A little bit.
That's tight. Alright. Marvel or DC?
We're
going with comics.
Probably Marvel, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I like Marvel better.
I work for Warner Brothers, and I'm a huge fan of DC, and Marvel can fuck off. No, not really. I don't know. Like, Batman and X-Men are both equally tight, and they're the best, so I guess it's a tie. But ultimately, I would pick DC right now. A few years ago, I would have said Marvel, but I'd have to go with Batman, so DC.
Batman is pretty awesome.
Tough, though.
I will say the DC, like, animated movies, they're fucking awesome.
Marvel has better live-action movie, and DC
Yeah.
has better animated stuff.
Agreed.
For sure.
What? Batman? The
Batman.
movies of Batman are pretty damn good.
Yeah, but then you have, like, Green Lantern and shit.
That sucked.
Is there any better comic book series than Batman, though?
No, and that's why I have to give it to DC.
Alright.
Better games, too.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
What?
McChickens, though?
McChickens are alright. What about you?
I'm gonna go with Burger King, man. Burger King shake.
is, yeah.
Dude, why are their shakes so randomly good? Dude, their shakes are godlike.
Like their
Burger King, the only good thing about Burger King is their croissant, which is in at breakfast. Their breakfast blows up McDonald's. But otherwise, McDonald's blows up Burger King.
I think McDonald's shakes are better.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
Yeah.
McDonald's shakes are
Get
weird.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they don't taste good. I don't like
They're creamy.
You
It's
got that
awesome.
creamy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
they're really
It's a
thin.
shake. Of course it's creamy.
No,
It's like a
super creamy.
thin mix.
It's like a
it-
pasty kind of cream. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so smooth. It's so smooth. Man, I'm gonna go get one.
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Yeah, Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Absolutely.
Jeremiah will be very upset.
Jeremiah's
Coke
gonna piss.
sucks.
He complains that Pepsi has an aftertaste.
No.
I'm like, what the? Coke has the aftertaste. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? There's
Jeremiah-
like Coke breath.
Jeremiah claims that Pepsi is for children. don't know
Pepsi
what
is
that
America. Look at the colors.
It's the
It's red,
choice
white,
of a
and
new
blue.
generation.
And then and Coke is Russian. It's communist.
Santa drinks Coke.
So's polar bears. Who gives a shit?
Polar bears are cool.
They suck. Grizzlies would own them.
You remember those commercials for Coke? You remember the sound it made when
Yeah.
it's like
I don't remember that.
that was stuck with me. It's
They
like,
would like take the Coke and then they'd look into the camera and kind of give a sigh, like
yeah. Smile.
yeah,
Those
smiling.
commercials were weird.
They were.
I never seen that.
They were weird. They were really feel good happy though. Made you think polar bears were really cool,
Yeah.
nice people.
I like the sound it made when they walked on the snow. It's like
The crunch of the snow. Yeah.
it's relaxing. Metallica or Megadeth?
Is that even serious?
I want to know what you think.
10
Neither.
free.
Neither.
Neither.
Dude,
I don't listen to those.
I think we gotta be real here. Metallica is the greatest heavy metal band of all time.
I don't think there's any disputing that.
Well, some people would say like AC/DC.
Some people are stupid. Come on.
Well, I mean, Load.
Some people would say maybe Led Zeppelin over them.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
Load is better than anything Megadeth.
Load sucked.
Come on, dude.
That hurt them bad.
You're literally just stirring the shit right there. Like, you have a minority outlook on Load. And so you're just throwing it out there.
They have done
Be a
3 terrible
controversial
albums.
dick.
Load, Reload, and Saint Anger are terrible.
Yes. Thank you.
Everything else is fantastic.
Yes. Agreed.
Why don't you like Metallica, King?
I mean, it's alright to work out to, but I like listening to heavy metal all like that.
What do you listen to?
Mostly newer stuff, just like whatever's on the radio. But I can listen to about anything though, honestly. Like
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
What?
It's the only rap group I can think of.
Aren't they from like 15 years ago? I thought
Yeah, they're old.
dead. Yeah, they're
So
dead.
out of
dude.
date.
They got some good stuff too, though.
That's like saying, man, who is that guy that's saying that? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Skilo.
Yeah, it's like, do you listen to
I love that
Skilo?
song. That's some good shit. Did that surprise you? I knew that.
Taylor Swift is
Yeah,
tight.
actually.
Taylor Swift, what?
What?
You like her?
What?
No, I'm just messing around.
Who would you rather do? Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, or Kesha,
Katy Perry.
or Lady
probably.
Gaga?
Katy Perry still.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a 10-0 matchup.
Who would pick Lady Gaga?
She's crazy.
Did you see where she wore that dress made of meat?
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I was just playing
I-
Dead Rising 3, and they referenced that. It's awesome. One of the
Really?
survivors you help is wearing a dress made of meat, and she's like, look at how popular I am. And it's like, well, there's zombies, and you're wearing meat.
That's cool.
Shoutouts to Dead Rising 3, that game is tight.
I heard it was a bill.
Who told you it was a bill? I haven't
It got shitty reviews.
I like it.
It got like 6 out of 10 and shit.
It's not really next gen, like graphically and all that, but I think it's a good Dead Rising game.
I never dug those games. Like, they
I
got
didn't either.
boring. You're just walking around killing fucking zombies.
Yeah,
I
with,
played the first one for like an hour.
yeah, you're walking around killing zombies with like
Stupid weapons. Like,
brooms and vacuum cleaners.
yeah, who wants
That's
to
awesome.
kill a zombie with a broom?
That's awesome. You're dumb.
What do you think the best Metallica album was?
Ooh.
Justice.
Like, best or personal favorite?
Both.
I like Ride the Lightning. Best Probably Master of Puppets.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all good. I would say it's between Master of Puppets and Injustice for All.
Yeah, those are the two.
But I can't argue with anyone that even says their first album.
I don't really care for the first album.
I like the first album. It seems like they had really like catchy and cool guitar riffs early on, but his voice, like Hetfield's voice, sucked.
Yeah.
And then it like started going like they would interchange, and then like their guitar riffs got a little lamer and lamer, but his voice got better and better as it went along. But I will probably go with Injustice for All as well.
Let's give him props for Death Magnetic. That's a good fucking album.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone forgets the Black Album too.
Well, it's just everybody's burned out on it.
Yeah.
Heard it so much.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Black Album.
It's alright. It's got some good shit.
It's kind of when they first sold out, but not completely.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like it. It's this middle ground. I like new Metallica and I like old Metallica.
It's better than fucking Load.
No, that's the problem with Load. It's a watered down Load.
That album sucked.
Dude,
New Metallica,
Load
Metallica.
sucked.
There was nothing good about that.
That was the defining moment of them selling out. He cut his hair and they got all.
Like wearing
They
fucking
weren't metal
eyeliner.
anymore. They were hard rock.
Right.
It was dumb. They were these metal gods, and then they're doing like ballads about sleeping or whatever.
Until it sleeps.
Yeah.
Which is one of the best Metallica songs ever.
You are fucking retarded.
You're so stupid. What are you
Jesus
talking about?
Christ.
It was terrible.
You're dumb.
If you could have celebrities for parents, what celebrities would you pick as mom and dad?
Living or dead?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a tough one.
I know who I'd pick.
Gross.
What?
I beat you again.
Slips is my son.
Man, that's tough.
I would pick Sarah Michelle Gellar as my mom and Patrick
What?
Stewart as my dad.
Why would you want Sarah Michelle Gellar as your mom?
What a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they're like 60 years.
Yeah.
Why would you want SMG as your
Granddaughter.
mom?
SMG?
Yeah.
She's a good person. She's a good quality, wholesome person.
You just think she's hot on Buffy.
And
which
she's
is so-
hot.
It's your mom.
There's nothing wrong with wanting, like, your mom to look beautiful. Get out of here.
That's weird.
That's not
Kinda
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I see where he's coming from.
She's quality, man. Quality.
Alright.
Can
I think The Rock would be a cool dad.
I can see that.
Who's your mom, then?
My mom?
Yeah.
I would want my dad to be someone really rich but really chill. Man, this is hard.
I got
I
mine.
mean, just pick a celebrity. They're all pretty much rich.
I would want my dad to be Triple H. That'd be awesome.
Triple
He's a dick, dude.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
that.
Well, you know what that means? I'm going to be a multiple-time WWE champion.
That's true.
Oh my
And
god.
that'd be awesome.
Okay. And your mom?
I'd want my mom to be Hillary Clinton.
What?
Tight, dude. Because then I could be
What? That
president.
sucks. She probably is a
She's a
dictator at
bitch.
home.
No, man, that power would be awesome.
She didn't have power until about 8 years ago.
So? This is better than your answer. Who's an actress on a show that you're watching on Netflix?
No, Patrick Stewart is tight.
Patrick Stewart's great.
SMG's tight. You know she is. Get the hell out of here. She's never even done drugs before. She's super high quality.
That's a negative.
I want you to now admit that I was right about rebellowing Buffy. I want you to admit it.
I've told you were right.
I want you to
Who's
say it on
Buffy?
this podcast.
I've said it before.
No, I want you to say it.
Why?
Because on this podcast, you blew me up,
No one remembers
And-
that.
and you now agree that it's good.
I did blow you up, it's true.
2 years ago.
I mean, yeah, it's good. Pretty good.
King, what about you?
What about me?
I'm on the 7th season now. It's super duper dark.
Celebrity, father and mother.
Oh, I said The Rock would probably like work out and shit.
Yeah, who's your mom?
I don't know. I think the mom off George Lopez is pretty tight. She's hot.
Alright. Dad
I
Arnold
like the mom
Schwarzenegger.
from that 70s show as well.
No, she's annoying. Dad Arnold Schwarzenegger. Mom Michelle Pfeiffer.
What?
Yeah.
Talk about me being weird.
Why is that weird? She's wholesome.
Or what about Queen Latifah?
No.
Remember that rap video where she like wore a trash bag?
No, that
That's
was
Missy Elliott, you
that was Missy
dumbass.
Elliott.
Jesus.
That's insanely racist.
I meant that. Oh shit.
Wear a trash bag.
She was though.
That's awesome.
That was so weird. I guess that's one way to cover up how fat she is. Just make her
That one
like
stuck with me.
excessively fat in this
It was
fat
a trash
suit.
bag. Alright. I don't know how to follow that up.
You think humans were a fluke?
What do you mean?
Do you think nature actually thought that we would become what we are? Or are we like a fluke?
What do you mean?
I mean, we kind of break the rules of the game when it comes to nature, don't you think?
What does that mean?
So are you throwing out the creationism thing?
Creationism.
Yeah, like we were designed by God to...
Intelligent design.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just being very literal.
You
Like,
talking about evolution?
no, I'm just being just that. Like,
What do you?
I'm not...
whatever made us, whether it was God or whether it wasn't God, whether it was nature, whatever, evolution, do you think it had this in mind? Like, we break the rules of the game. We don't follow, the strongest and mightiest survive, and we are, like, breaking the rules. We are manipulating the raw materials. We're manipulating the physics of the universe.
We are the smartest on the planet. That's
Like-
why we've got to this point. We can outthink everything.
I mean, what's like beyond thinking? We're like on a whole other playing field. Think about it like this, like MVC1. Who was the best in the game? Gold
Right.
War Machine.
Okay.
Why? He couldn't block. He couldn't dash. He literally couldn't block. You could do a super at him, and he'd just keep walking. There was no cutscene. He was not like any other character. The designers were just like, derp, derp, look how funny this guy is. Like, he can't block, and he'll just be fun, like, to mess around with and, be a jackass with. Derp, derp. Or Gone or something in Tekken 3. Oh, look at this stupid little dinosaur we put in here. But it's like, oh shit. And so nature was probably like, oh, I'm gonna derp derp, make this shitty animal that can't, he's super weak. He's a pussy if he gets hurt. But he's just make him super smart. See what he does. And then we end up being broke.
I don't understand this at all.
Dude, come on.
I'll just say yes, we were a fluke.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
No, and the marble analogy was
I'm trying.
A
Do you get it, King?
little bit. I can see what he's saying.
I think we were a fluke. Like, nature was just like, oh shit. Like, it didn't think that we'd be manipulating molecules and electrons and plasma and all the fire. It was probably like, what? Fire is just something that happens.
So you
So
think,
basically, you
like-
confirmed to us that you're high.
No.
most of our audience is anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're saying that nature wants a different animal to be the dominant species, other than us, and we're defying that.
Yeah. Like, we...
What animal?
I don't know, I guess, like, lions and shit would be the top.
They're
Anything
dumb
that
as
can kill
fuck.
us.
Nature doesn't want us. Nature. Why are you talking like nature is Mother Nature, this sentient creature?
Well, whatever designed it. I don't...
What do you-
what else is it?
Just
Whatever created us, I don't know what
we
the hell it
evolved
is.
for the tools we need to survive. There
Like,
was
look
no-
at dinosaurs. They followed the rules.
They got blown up.
Yeah, I guess they
What
were...
rules? I don't. What are you talking? That's not how evolution works.
The rules of predator and prey. Of
Okay,
the-
so we're weaker
Uh-huh.
than certain animals, so we shouldn't dominate.
What? Like, we don't play the game. Every other animal, it's like hand-to-hand combat or coordinated attacks.
Hmm.
It's like when conventional warfare went to nuclear warfare. It's like, this is like a whole other playing field of, holy shit, this is broken. Oops. Like, what did we just create? We just changed everything. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't get it.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
I mean, Zangief wrestles bears. He fights
That's
other
tight.
little-
That's tight. King, could you wrestle a bear?
I don't know, man. They're pretty big.
It's
What about
cooler than Street Fighter? Ghoulie? Guile? Or Guile or
Gooey,
Is that the intro?
and you're not high.
No.
He never denied it.
Yeah, he is.
Gooey.
That's what I called him when I was a child. I didn't know how to fucking pronounce his name.
Guile is a word.
Is it?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What does it
Guile?
mean?
So
Like how-
Angel, I mean, what does that have to do with anything?
Well, that's how you know how to pronounce it. It's a word.
Dude, we sound like fucking idiots. You realize
Yeah.
that?
It's
Whatever.
Guile is like being cunning, having kind of Han Solo has a lot of guile.
So, why can't that be a name?
No,
Get
it's
out of
spelled
here.
different. That's spelled different.
No, it's not.
I think it is. It's like
No.
G-I-L-E.
I mean, Crystal is a name of a girl. What does
No,
that have to do
Guile-
with anything?
No, K7. No, the word guile and Colonel Guile is spelled exactly the same. That's why he's named Guile, I'm sure.
Put this shit up. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Well, you're dumb. I mean,
So now all of a sudden his name is pronounced Guile, but he was named, but he got that name because the name looks like Ghoulie and that means something.
it
What
doesn't
are you
even look
talking
like
about, dude?
there's an I.
There is an I. I'll give him
Yeah,
What does that have to do with anything?
so it wouldn't be pronounced Ghoulie.
I mean, I understand some people calling Ryu, but Ghoulie? I don't know, man.
Alright, fine, whatever. Guile. Who's cooler, Guile or Ken?
Guile.
Guile.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Guile's hair is cool.
Ken.
I'd have to go with Guile, too.
What? You guys are on crack.
Ken's not cool.
Ken's
Yeah, Guile's way
cool.
cooler.
How is Ken cool? He's just generic.
He knows, like, you know, the ultimate martial art, but he's just like so cool. He doesn't even care. He's like super good, and at the same time he's like super stylish, and he's banging chicks on the side.
I kind of like his personality.
He's
Ryu's
way
cool.
cooler than
Yeah.
Ryu, dude.
No fucking way.
Cool.
Alright.
He's a bum. Get the fuck out of here.
Alright. I've changed my mind. Ken is cooler than Guile, but Ryu is way cooler than Ken.
Ryu is.
Oh my god, you
He's
guys
like serious.
dumb.
He's somber.
He's super boring. I just want to fight. Like
He's
But
a
isn't that,
badass.
wait, isn't that your attitude about Evo? Weren't you just like, oh, I'm just gonna try my best and compete. The fight is all.
yeah, I didn't say I was cool, did I?
So you're saying I'm cooler than you because I'm like Kent. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm the best, number one. And you're like, the fight is all that matters. Testing my skill against other
Get the fuck out of
So you're agreeing that I'm cooler.
No, you of all people are not cooler than me.
Ken would
Akuma's more badass than everyone, though.
Akuma is badass.
Akuma is cool. Yeah.
The only
What's
thing
your
I'm
next
like-
tournament, King?
I really want to go to CEO. I'm going to Evo like 100%. But CEO is a maybe. Final round's a maybe. That's about it.
All right.
Oh yeah, and while we're talking about that, because you were talking about Wonder Chef earlier, he thinks that Nub Cakes is on the same level as me or possibly better. So I'm gonna have to call him out and say, let's money match. I'll play Nub Cakes
Shit.
first to 5, first to 10 for whatever amount of money. If he's
Dang,
better than me,
whatever amount of
or on
money.
the same level as me.
You know what that means.
No,
Like
I'm not trying to do
$1 million.
I'm not trying to do no $1,000 money match. Those never happen.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I'm talking about $50, $100, or anywhere.
You
under
did
there.
beat PL.
Yeah, but everyone does.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Not everyone does, but I probably beat PL worse than he does.
You
Alright.
think of like Darth Arma's Batman.
Darth Arma's really good. I mean, I would say he's the only like tournament worthy Batman besides me. I think Darth Arma's better than Upkicks.
So you say number 1 is you, number 2 is Arma, number 3 is Nubcakes, number 4 is Carl.
Probably.
Number
Where's
I don't know.
five-
If
What about
Nightmare
Reno?
if Nightmare SF came back, he would probably be above Nubkicks.
What about Mr. Big, Reno?
Reno's good too, but I haven't played him since UFGT, so I can't say.
He's definitely a lot better since then.
Yeah. And he's making top 16 at every tournament, so
Yeah.
he might be above or below Carl.
Yeah. All right, so
That's it.
hopefully, I don't think Nubcakes can travel because of school or whatever. And if you're not going to SCR, hopefully you can go to Evo.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be tight. I mean, that would actually make me want to go if he accepts this, but I don't think he's going to accept it.
I think he will.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Nothing
I
to
mean-
lose on his part.
I mean, money.
Yeah, I guess.
So
I think he was just talking shit.
Do you think that you're a
For the record,
Wait.
I don't know personally, but I've never actually seen him talk. I've only seen other guys in his crew talk.
I know Wonder Chef. It's
Yeah,
all.
he-
It's all I Wonder Chef. I'm not talking about Nubcakes. He
Yeah,
never said
as far
anything.
as I know, he doesn't say anything.
There was some drama a while back between you and 16-Man. Do you? Yeah. Do you
What?
currently think
Wait a minute, what are you
you
talking
are?
about?
I'm gonna let me talk and I'll tell you. God damn.
Oh, the top 10
The
more.
top 10. Do you?
Oh,
Are you sticking with that statement? You think you're
Um,
top 10 Mortal Kombat?
I mean, honestly, how much, like, the numbers 8 through 10 people, how much more did they accomplish than me? Like, was
Not
it really
much.
that much more?
not much. I've always said you being 10th or 11 was that list was pretty easy to make until I got to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or so. You have you, MIT, CD Senior, Tom, guys like Chris G, who were really, really good for the first 2 years. Like, that's when it got tricky, and you were the number one guy where it was like, two Evo medals is a hell of a resume. Ultimately, though, Tyrant won SCR 2013, so I gave him the nod.
So who was number 8 and 9?
I believe Dizzy, who has no Evo top 8, but has 2 MLGs and 3 major wins. Tyrant, and let me go through the whole list is like Rio, Carl, Junior, Denzel, Pig, Detroit, Maxter, me, Tyrant, Dizzy. I won a major. I have 2 Evo medals, 3 MLG's top 8s. I'm above you. You can hold that. Dizzy won 3 majors, 2 MLG top 8s. Tyrant, 1 Evo medal, 1 MLG, a major. I say me, Dizzy, Tyrant above you, and that puts you just outside the top 10.
Didn't you always say
gotta love
Evo
him.
means more than the others?
Yes, and if it wasn't for Aaron and Tyrant winning majors, I do think...
I mean, I won NEC.
Dude,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here, man.
Sonic Fox was there.
Yeah,
did you
Sonic
beat-
Fox
who did-
beat you.
Dude, that's
No,
long after the game. My list ended at VXG. Like, let's not... Or Evo. Let's not stand on ceremony here. Come on, man.
What?
I mean, it's a little bit weaker than usual, but I
A
wouldn't say.
little bit weaker than usual. Who
Alright,
did,
that's
who did
pretty-
Dizzy beat in the grand finals of UFGT?
He got me.
Who did you beat in the grand finals of NEC 2013?
All right, but it should
Who
have.
did you beat in the
It should
grand
have been
finals?
Sonic Fox though. But
Who
Mike
did you
Metroid
beat?
got.
Who did you beat in the grand finals of NEC 2013?
I mean, Mike Metroid's a beast though.
Mike Metroid himself would have put him above Dizzy.
I know.
Even Mike would be like, we may look the same, but we're not quite on the same level.
All right, maybe that tournament was a little bit weaker than the average major.
I think UFGT's top 8, me, Dizzy, you, MIT, Carl,
That was a powerful
Waffles,
top 8.
People J. Yeah, I think that Pig was there. Like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that UFGT might be just a little bit more stacked than NEC 2013. So if
Yeah.
you think you're top 10, you gotta show that you have a resume to beat me, Tyrant, Pig, guys like Maxter. And the biggest problem is, do I think you're a top 10 player at the game's end? Absolutely. I would include Wound as well.
I mean, that's one of the main reasons I'd say, because I didn't actually start going to tournaments until like a whole year after.
That is ultimately, that's not, as I said in the forum, that's not my problem. Like, guys,
Yeah, I know,
like,
that's me.
Yeah, guys like me, Junior, Denzel, we were there in 2011, 2012, and 2013.
Yeah, my very first major was MLG Columbus.
So ultimately, you just didn't rise in time.
True.
But you have Injustice, so
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with my 2 Evo medals top 8, and I placed top 8 almost everywhere I went to. So
you should be happy. Ultimately, though, that just shows how many good players there are. It's not a beef. I would want another Midwest player on there. It's just I am an unbiased Mortal Kombat Legacy cop, and that was my rating.
Oh no, I mean, I would agree with it for sure, but I know that I could compete with everyone. Like, I pretty much beat everyone in the top 10 list. But
Yeah, there were a bunch of guys. CD Senior was... You came late, he came early, but ultimately he quit, a year and a half in, so he's not in the list. There's a ton of guys who were still super, super good.
You think Kerbo should be in top 10?
No, he doesn't have the resume. I mean...
He always puts himself in there.
That's as crazy as Gross putting himself in there. Like, he doesn't have the resume.
Kerbo's a little bit better than Gross.
No, as a player, I agree, but he got top 8 at VXG, he won Winter Brawl, and he got top 8 at Columbus. That's it. We're talking about guys that got top 8 at EVO. To even be considered, when I made that list, you had to have, I posted in there, to even make me think about you had to had 2 of either MLG or EVO to be even just to have your name uttered. So get the fuck out of here, young Dominic. He's gonna text me now being
Alright.
Probably.
I had to stir that shit up.
I miss
So
Mortal
King,
Kombat.
you just came to GBS. It was awesome that you came.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What made you come out? Like you just won a tournament. I would have sat on that.
Which
I mean, I don't really care about like, the prestige or whatever. I just play games to have fun. So I thought it was an awesome experience coming out to see you guys play casuals with everyone.
that is exactly what I said. Slips was like, I can't believe King is coming out, and I'm like, the kid just wants to fucking play. It was awesome.
There's still a couple guys I didn't get to play that I really want to, like Pim Pim Jim, Jeremiah. They've been asking me to play, but it just so happens I play someone else for too long or something.
Yeah, I wanted to get some in, but my work wouldn't let me go early, so it sucked. I didn't know you were gonna leave in the evening.
Yeah, we wanted to stay longer, but Zios was like, man, that drive home 7 or 8 hours. We gotta leave
Yeah.
soon.
Huge props to him for bringing out THTBNU. That dude drives 8 hours to come to GBS, probably about once every 4 or 5 weeks, and that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane dedication.
Did you know he's a Gears of War MLG champion?
I did know
Yeah,
that.
he was telling me about that.
Yeah, he's posted about that. That's why his handle's MLJesus.
Oh.
Full Metal is also an MLG fucking
Fight night.
Fight Night champion. Yeah.
That game was tight. I like that game.
Yeah.
He was telling me about that. He said he was like ranked #1 in the world for a long time.
Yeah.
In
He
Fight
won
Night
one
round
of those
4.
MLGs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was an MLG pro. Did you know that?
You weren't a champion though. Zios and Full Metal are better players than you.
I beat Rio in MLG.
I mean, I'm sure they don't give a shit.
God.
I'm just saying, man.
Metal's probably made more money than you. He won an MLG.
Where's his Evo top 8s?
I mean, whatever. You got money.
He said he would be doing much better if he wasn't like sucky on the lag monitor. He said if he was used to it, he'd be placing like top 3 at you guys' thing every time.
Well, we're playing on Asus monitors, so
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you haven't got used to it by like the 3rd or 4th time. Like, just buy one.
yeah, that's unfortunate for him.
Honestly, that was my problem in Mortal Kombat. Like, I didn't even buy an Asus monitor until like my 8th or 9th Mortal Kombat tournament. So I had to get used to it every time I went out to a tournament.
It is.
I have no sympathy.
Yeah, it was my fault. I should have got one.
But some people don't know when they go to their first tournament. They're
That's
like,
true.
It's not his first tournament.
Yeah, I've been to a lot. My first
Yeah.
tournament, though, I was like, what the fuck? Why is this not?
yeah, it's
That sucked. I still got second, though. M2 Dave beat me. Man, when I first played M2 Dave, I was like, I've never been zoned out so bad in any fighting game in my life.
Was it Freddy?
No, he was actually using Scarlet at the time.
Yeah,
oh, the
pre-patch.
Pre-patch
Pre-patch Scarlet.
I remember that. Didn't he also use Reptile at one point?
Yeah, I don't think he mained him, though. Yeah, he did use Reptile on me in tournament, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Scarlet's daggers were so stupid. Like, he would anti-air me with one, and then he would hit me with like 5 more before I even touched the ground.
He would insist they should not be nerfed.
yeah, I remember
Are
that.
you serious?
That was like
Nothing wrong with
Deathstroke.
this red
Yeah.
ninja. Those daggers are fine. They ruined Kano. Do not take it from me.
What do you think an M2 Day designed fighting game would be like?
Oh my god.
Every single character is a zoning character
Yeah,
with,
just
with,
standing
with,
across the
with no anti-zoners.
Yeah.
Old Sagat mirrors. Just tiger, 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 and all. I think if Dave designed a fighting game, there'd be a barrier. Like, you know the kind of space where it's like round 1 where they're separated? I think that would just be a fucking invisible barrier that only projectiles could get through, and it'd be a 6-button game where it's fast, high projectile, medium, high projectile, and then like, the bottom
That might
row
be
is
cool,
low
actually.
fireballs.
Yeah.
It'd be basically dive kick, but with fireballs.
He'd probably make rushdown characters, but they would suck really bad.
They'd be like wearing a straitjacket. Or one of the rushdown characters would be in a wheelchair. Like, yeah. After you lost to Slips' Deathstroke, did you get a text calling you a fool? Be honest.
He sent me a text. He was like, "Man, how'd you lose to Deathstroke?" Something like that. But he doesn't even use Deathstroke anymore, so it's not like I play his all the time. But I mean, I just got outplayed.
I mean, you were well scouted. I mean, we've watched you play at KIT. It was like, man, he really likes to start off like tossing that money in the air.
Yeah, I know. People never punish it, so I just do it.
Yeah, so like I think we had that edge. We had that first hit edge, and
that was nice how you punish it with the sword flip. I never seen that.
Yeah, and I think I had an inkling that you were gonna backdash after my forward threes.
Mm-hmm.
Based on conversations with with Dave and Playing to Win, or one of those two. I was talking to them. They're like, you can just backdash after forward three. I was like, no, you can jump three. I was
what I
if
heard?
they think that, then maybe King is probably going to try that. So
I heard that at KIT, a lot of people were texting Saltface because they thought he was going to beat Max. Like Darth Arma, Nubcakes, a whole bunch of Batman players were texting Saltface, telling him what to do against Batman.
Really?
To beat me in Grand Finals.
Whoops.
Yeah, unfortunately, Harley's little back was broken too.
But when people always say that, like, I get so many messages like, "Hey King, I want to play you. I've played so and so's Batman, so I think I'm gonna be ready for you." I'm just like, no Batman is gonna get you fully ready for what you're about to see when you play me.
Yeah, and that kind of goes to the incomplete meta thing, where it's been, if you don't have the top Aquaman. Well, no scene has the top of every character in their scene. Otherwise, they'd just be winning every tournament. So you have to get the matchup experience playing a lesser version of that, and then you hope your skill overcomes their skill. Or maybe you don't know. I mean, I'm not ready for a Batman at your level, and I have to hope you're not ready for a Catwoman at my level. And then we just kind of make our reads, and one of us is right and one of us is wrong, and someone wins and someone loses. Like, that's how it works.
Basically.
It's insane to think that your meta doesn't count if you don't have the absolute best in the world with each representative. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. That's never how fighting games have worked. It's not like everyone over there is the absolute best in the world with each of their characters.
Oh yeah, I know.
Stupid, yeah, like...
You're pretty bitter about those statements, huh?
It bothers me. It really does. The lack of respect bothers me. So anyway, I mean, I noticed you don't have Batman in your top 5. Isn't that kind of downplaying?
Not really. I mean...
Not really?
I think he's really good, don't get me wrong. But, like, he only has one bad matchup, which is awesome. Unless I think Zod is a bad match on certain stages.
So he has 1 to 2 bad matchups, but he's not top 5.
Yeah, because he goes 5-5 with, like... Listen, but there's other characters that don't have, like, only 1 bad matchup or 0 bad matchups, too. I think Killer Frost, Flash, Wonder Woman, they all only have 1 or 0 bad matchups. So... But Batman goes 5-5 with like 22 or 23 different characters. So how can a character that goes 5-5 with like the whole cast be considered a top 5 character? That's like calling Ryu top 5 in Street Fighter. I mean, he's viable, obviously, but he's not top 5. He goes even with everyone.
Who are the 5 characters that have less bad matchups than Batman and more winning matchups than Batman?
Batman only has like... I'd say 7 or 8 winning matchups. He has like 7 or 8 winning matchups, and then he has like 22 even matchups, and then he has 1 bad matchup.
God, how are you winning with such a shitter?
Yeah, he sucks.
You and Wound, Grand Finals of Evo, shitter versus shitter, Jade versus Striker. How are you guys doing it?
No, I never said he was bad. I just don't think he's top 5.
I love that, except for the Zod community, all of you guys are like, I mean, he's good. He's only got one bad match, but I mean,
all right, listen,
six or seven. Not
if
top
you
5.
add all his matchup numbers together and count the total score, and you do that with every character, Batman will definitely not be as high as those other characters, because
Right,
other
give me your
characters
five.
perform.
I understand your argument. I completely understand your argument. It's the old Kenshi versus Cabal argument, where Kenshi probably decimates more characters than Cabal, but Cabal overall has no losing matchups or whatever.
You know that private message that they had us all, Sonic Boom Bread, he had us all get the matchups?
Yes.
Batman ended up being like number 11 on that.
Okay, but that thing sucked.
Alright, I'll give you that.
Alright, give me your 5.
I mean, it was an example. It was an example.
I understand your point. You're saying Batman is more solid than broke. Who are your 5 characters that would have a better matchup chart?
Alright, Martian Manhunter for sure.
I think that makes sense. I don't know if you're right, but I'm going to give you that.
Zod for sure.
I don't know about that.
I think he bodies a lot of the cast.
I think Zod might have more losing matchups than we realize right now.
I don't think so.
He's got...
I think Zod's number 2.
Pig won the last 5 of his locals?
Hear me out. I'm saying his walk speed, his footsies, and his wake-up attacks may mean a year from now we realize he has some losing matchups that we don't know right now. Batman is Batman. He is what he is. He's super solid. No one probably blows him up that we don't know about right now. Probably. But Zod still feels kind of unexplored to me. I don't know. Zod could even be number 2 in the game, but is it definite that he's better than Batman, matchup chart-wise? Are we sure?
I think so.
We sure that people are blowing him up as much as they could? That's all I'm saying. Are we sure? Is everyone out there taking advantage of his wake-ups and shit?
Even if he had more losing matchups, if you add up his total score of all his matchups, it's still going to be higher than Batman's.
Maybe. He's a maybe. I'm not giving you Zod. He's a maybe. So you have one definite.
Okay.
Unless Slips, what do you say? Am I wrong about Zod?
I
be
think
the arbiter.
Even Pick of the Hut.
think
Pick of the Hut
definitely
just said Sinestro's 5'5",
Like,
and Flash is 6'4".
I can't think of a matchup that is bad as for Zod as what Aquaman is bad for Batman.
Maybe, but Zod may have a couple of handfuls of 4/6s. Maybe. Slips, you be the judge. You hear both of our arguments. You decide. First off, have you determined that Manhunter's on the list? I'll concede that.
That's
I'll concede.
no question.
Where do you stand on Zod?
I would give him Zod.
All right, I'll accept your judgment. So now you need a third.
Okay, Aquaman.
That's another one where I hate Aquaman. Don't get me wrong, I hate Aquaman. But he's such a hard character to fight. Are we 100% sure that he doesn't have more losing matchups than we think?
I think he has more losing.
Doesn't he body a lot of characters?
But
That's true. He may body enough characters to have a better matchup chart.
yeah, he absolutely destroys characters.
Okay, I concede. I'll be Aquaman. I'll add on. That's 3. You need 2 more.
Okay. Flash. Master G thinks that Flash doesn't have a single losing matchup.
Master D, what matchups is he playing? Doesn't he just play offline with his cousin and you?
Yeah. But I mean, I play almost every character in the game against him.
Dude, Flash, man, I think he's super good, but I'm not sold on this Flash being top 5.
I mean, who would beat him?
Aquaman.
Even if he wasn't top 5, I would still probably say he blows up more characters than Batman does.
Who does he blow up?
Deathstroke.
Why does he blow up Deathstroke?
Deathstroke can't shoot any guns at him whatsoever. They're all full combo punish from 3/4 screen. His corner game is better. His up close game is better.
Slips, you're the one that plays Deathstroke.
I mean, Flash probably wins. I don't know if it's like super bad.
I think it is.
I don't know.
But anyways, even if it wasn't Flash, Killer Frost and Wonder Woman are
Slips,
possible.
where do you stand on Flash? I will not concede that.
No. Flash is good. I don't know if he's top 5 good. Like, I never fight a Flash and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm fucked.
I've never fought a Flash.
I don't have that pit of despair.
I don't either, but I think just like looking at his tools, like
I feel like when I lose to Flash, I got outplayed. Not this character's broke.
I agree, and I played Harold, and I think Harold and Flash are both really good. I've played Slips' Flash. I play Jim all the time. I've yet to see the Flash that's made me be like, this is fucked up. Like, this is dominating. He honestly plays the game honestly, and he's godlike at it, but top 5, man, I don't know about that.
I mean, that is true. I feel the same way, but I'm just trying to think about his tool set and his matchups. Like, you know, how he doesn't really lose that much.
What about, alright, so then we're not adding him. That's a fail. So, Barry Allen, get the fuck out of here. So then Wonder Woman, I don't buy that at all. That's a bill.
Who do you think she loses to?
I think that's the same thing as the Flash argument. She's just,
I mean,
whenever you get pummeled by Wonder Woman, you're just like, that guy's just good. Like, I don't feel like this person is just abusing something that you can't do anything about, and it's super good. It's just the player's good.
But that has nothing to do with Wonder Woman not losing to anyone and her matchup chart being better than Batman.
Who does she body?
Even if she doesn't body anyone, she still doesn't lose to anyone. And
she doesn't lose to anyone, not like Zod or Sinestro or anything like that. She loses to no one.
I say Martian Manhunter is a possible, but even if it is, it's like a 0.5. I really don't think. I think she's good. I think people underestimate her.
I'm not going to allow her on the list. Slips? Judge Vitale?
I don't see it with her.
Alright, you have 3. Killer Frost is your next,
Yes.
What do they call it in court? Fucking Exhibit
Witness?
A or whatever? What do they call
exhibit? Evidence?
I mean,
Your
we're
brain-
not talking about how broken a character feels. We're talking about a character's matchup chart compared to Batman's matchup chart.
You're talking about a matchup chart of a character who has one losing matchup. You gotta
But
bring
all the rest are 5/5s.
evidence to the table, man.
And now you're arguing, well, if there's not a losing matchup, then that character's really good. Like, it seems like Batman would fall into the same category of what Flash and Wonder Woman.
Your argument that Flash and Wonder Woman don't really body many people, and they barely lose to anyone, so they're top 5. But Batman, he's just right outside of it. Like, look at Killer Frost. Who does Killer Frost blow up these days after her nerf? Who is she destroying?
I mean, well, we have different opinions, but in my opinion, I think Killer Frost, I don't think she loses to Black Adam. So I don't think that she loses any matchups.
They say she loses to Manhunter and Black Adam, I believe.
I've never seen the Martian Manhunter matchup, so I don't know.
Me neither. I am only saying what I've seen on the forums a little bit. They might even change their mind on that, and I'm going to get blown up. But who does she why wouldn't she be just like Batman? Who does she destroy?
She destroys Doomsday.
I agree with that.
She destroys a lot of zoning characters, like Raven.
Why would she destroy Raven? Ducky says that's even.
Chaotic says that's like 3/7.
Ducky says it's even. I mean, that's a case where they're both rebelling, saying, you haven't played me, so you just don't know. You haven't played me, so you just don't know. No, you just don't know. So it sounds like we don't really know, because they just don't know.
Frost could be broke.
I guess.
I don't know if Frost is on the list. I do think Frost is a good argument. I still think she's super, super good, but I don't know. I'm not convinced.
I mean, if anything, I wouldn't put Batman above him. I would put him on like the same level as them.
So he's in
Yeah.
the top 5 conversation.
I guess. Yeah.
When you say a character is 6 or 7, you're basically conceding that they're top 5. I mean, let's be serious here.
Yeah, he could. It's like a possible like he could be number 5 or something like that. But I don't. But I think Killer Frost and Wonder Woman are higher than him. So
Do you think Sinestro is higher than Batman?
no,
I do.
I think that Sinestro's lower than Batman.
What do you think of Sinestro?
I think he loses to Killer Frost and Martian Manhunter and Aquaman. So he has a lot more losing matchups. I mean, he is a really good character against all the rest of the cast, though. So that's why I'd put him higher.
Don't you think Sinestro probably blows people up, though?
Yeah.
Ultimately, based on your argument, wouldn't that make him a contender for top 5 then? Wouldn't that be the Kenshi argument where he probably 7-3s a bunch of people, yet loses 4-6 to a handful, therefore he would have a ton of points?
Yeah, that is true. But I don't think there's a lot of 7-3s or 8-2s. He probably has a lot of 6-4s, though.
Okay.
I'll give him that. He probably has a lot of 6-4s.
What about Black Adam?
Black Adam's another one that, like, I mean, he loses to Zod.
I think everyone agrees on that. You're probably right there.
Some people say he loses to Martian Manhunter. So he really doesn't lose to that many people either. I think he's still a really good character. I mean,
So
obviously
do I.
Rico still does well with him.
Yeah. What about Superman?
Superman, I forgot about him. I don't know why I don't think of him in top 5 discussions.
You
but
don't
he's
have a
definitely in
complete.
top
You
5.
don't have a complete meta, so you don't think about it.
Yeah.
This Forever King and Forever King Jr. meta is incomplete.
I guess so. But Superman, now that I think about it, he doesn't really lose to that many people.
Right.
And he does body, like, Bane and Lex.
Interesting.
Grundy.
What about Bane?
Yeah, what about Bane?
Who bodies Bane?
Seems like, it
I
seems
think
like Superman is the one that everyone's like, Bane's not that good. He loses to Superman, and then that's it. And Flash is brought up.
Sinestro.
Shazam.
Does Shazam really body him?
That's
I don't know.
debatable. It could be debatable 5-5 or Shazam.
I don't know.
I think
Top
Bane
5
is
is
top
tough.
10, but
Top 5 is super tough.
Yeah.
it's a really tough argument. I mean, I think, honestly, this is how I feel. The top 3 is solidified as Martian Manhunter, Zod, Aquaman. And then the next 2 is debatable between, like, Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, Frost, maybe Batgirl. I mean, Batgirl doesn't
Forgot
really...
about her,
I mean,
yeah.
that's just- Batgirl's really good.
Yep.
I have decided on my judgment of your downplaying is that I find you guilty, but guilty of a misdemeanor. Since you've admitted he's in the conversation, you will only have to pay a fine. You will not have to go to downplayer's prison.
Alright.
You will not have to join Wound Cowboy and be his cellmate in downplayer's prison.
That's a fair judgment.
What about Green Lantern? Where do you stand on him?
I mean, I think he's a really good character. He's really solid, but he has like 5 or 6 losing matches though, so it's kind of hard to say him in the top 5 conversation.
What about Solomon Grundy? Have
Nah,
you guys
he has hella damage. He's like the Cyrex of this game.
Have you guys
but-
seen Tyrant, his emo-ness on Twitter?
No, I haven't seen it.
Very emo lately, saying he just called Grundy unviable.
What?
I wouldn't
Did
say
he?
that.
Yeah.
He just made second at a tournament, a really big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Grundy's awesome. Like, ever since Black Adam and Superman got nerfed. Those were his main bad matches before. I mean,
That's true.
he does pretty decent now.
That's a good point.
Zod is probably a 7-3 for him, though. And maybe Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl, maybe.
Cyborg.
That's what they say. I don't know. Cyborg.
He blows him up.
I don't know, that trait chip.
Fuck that.
Where do you stand on Cyborg?
He's pretty low.
Who do you think is the bottom 5? Let's not stand on ceremony here. Let's just cut to the brass tacks. What's the Forever King shitter list?
Scorpion, Joker, Ares, Green Arrow, and Cyborg.
Yeah. I'll take it. Bottom 5. You heard it.
All right.
Alright, let's do the name game.
Okay.
These Twizzlers are so good.
King, this is how the name game works. K7's going to ask you a series of names.
Okay.
You must think of a phrase that comes to mind when you hear the name. We'd like it to be something inflammatory. Blow them up. Something funny.
Inflammatory.
Yeah.
I like
Blow them up.
You mean just like a random name in the community?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be presidents. And
Um,
then
I will throw in a president now.
And then the rule is you cannot just say their name. If he says Carl, you can't just go Kun Lao.
Yeah, like some people.
Yeah. So are
Wait,
you ready?
so do you want me to say like something about their gameplay or just like
Whatever
Anything.
comes in
It
your
could be about their hair, their fucking gameplay, their voice, just whatever comes.
Just not their character.
Just not their fucking character.
That's the only rule.
And something funny. Don't be like. We're not gonna be like M2 Dave and you're like a fine gentleman. Like something.
Blow them up.
Blow them up.
Alright. First name. Tom Brady.
Trident Rush is bad.
Exactly what we're looking for. Continue.
PL.
I'm better than everyone.
M2 Dave.
Deathstrokes are all fools.
Playing to win.
That Rico money match. I can beat him.
Wonder Chef.
Nupcakes is better than Forever King.
Rico Suave.
Black Adam sucks. Man,
Oh,
he
that was
downplays the
close.
hell out of Black Adam.
That was close. You almost said. Darth Arma.
Sparkles.
What do you call your sparkles? Do you call them glitter?
Money. Sparkles.
Yeah, money.
Change.
Dollar bill, yeah? Nutcakes.
Why is it called money? I don't get it.
It's a change. It's like,
Money.
It looks nothing like money.
I like
What'd you say the last name was?
Nutcakes.
I've never even seen him or talked to him. I know nothing about the guy.
Alright.
I've never.
Pig of the Hut.
Zod is Kenshi 2.0.
Well, you're walking the line on the main.
Yeah, that was close.
That was close. Two
A
more.
little bit.
Obama.
I'm black.
Damn.
God, that's super racist.
It's true.
Alright, first black president. That's better.
Is he fully black?
No, he's half
Half.
black.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Last name. Bill Menudis.
That West Coast typical bullshit.
That's awesome. Alright, you got any plugs or shoutouts you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to my hometown, Cleveland, M2 Dave playing to win. My little brother, we train every single week together. Those are the main people that make me good at this game. GGA's got some really good people. I had a really good time over there on Thursday. Shout outs to KIT. That was one of the first tournaments I've been to in a while. And they're actually customizing my trophy right now. They're sending me pictures of it as we speak, so I think that's pretty
awesome.
tight. Yeah. And that's it.
You guys got anything?
Yeah, shoutouts to Ohio for coming out. Huge shoutouts to the Arcade Legacy guys for coming out. Shoutouts to Dead Rising 3. Shoutouts to this new Catwoman Arkham City statue I just bought.
Nice.
Shoutouts to Sunkissed.
The drink?
Yeah, I love
It
it.
is good. I love that shit. Yeah.
Orange soda. I became obsessed with orange soda once I moved to Chicago.
It is good.
Really? Why?
I've been told we didn't have orange soda at restaurants in Springfield. And I've been told that's because Chicago is, urban.
What?
Wow.
And that urban people like orange soda.
I thought they're like grape drinks.
They like
Yeah,
any
dude.
fruit drink is good.
Oh, okay.
All I have to say is, for people of other cultures, if that is true, I love you guys and I like your soda. You're good people.
He's down with the movement.
Yeah, I'm urban like you guys. I'm now urban. I think that's shout-outs to... I think that's
Donation.
it, right?
Do the donation.
Oh, yeah. I need to plug the donation drive. People are going to get tired of hearing about this, but I'm not going to stop. So you might as well donate and make me stop talking about it. GGA is too big for its britches. We have too many games. Too many games. Over 400 arcade games. It's insane. It's insane. And we need more space. We are in this room, and GPS is just too big. We had 25 entrants this week because of all our guests. And it was hella sweaty. Hella dudes are in there. We need more setups. We need more room. We need more consoles. And
Zios was saying that somebody stank there. I don't know who it was.
Someone was ungodly
Who do
smelly
you think
there.
it was? I want names.
I don't
Someone
know.
was out of control.
He was blaming THTV. I thought so.
that reminds me, K7, remember when you called out ATL Batman?
Yeah.
I heard he's in jail now.
What? What
yeah,
did
that's.
he do?
I heard that. I heard he's in prison.
Like murder someone?
I don't know.
He did.
Anyway,
He's probably shit. Alright.
Yeah, so to do that, to expand the arcade, we need money, and we're asking the community for a little bit of help.
They
What's the
donate. They can come on the show, right?
Yeah, let's discuss that. I want to do a contest where if you donate to GGA's fundraiser, you get to be a guest on this show. What should be the cost? What should be the limit?
$5,000.
5,000? Who's gonna have 5,000?
I don't know. $20? Fuck it.
$20 to do an episode?
Dude.
We're gonna be booked for a while, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh, I doubt it. This community's poor. Let's be serious.
not $20.
50?
Someone make an offer. Should we do it that way?
I don't.
The highest bidder of the week.
Yes, that King. You're brilliant. The highest bidder of what should be the time period.
Don't ask me. I don't give a fuck.
When's it end?
All right, how about this? Here's what we're gonna do. I have an idea, guys. The highest bidder between now and the end of February will be a guest on KTP. We can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah.
The highest bidder. Should we have the bidding be secret?
You could even do a movie like commentary with us.
That's a separate thing. Well, let's have 3 different things. Here's 3 different. I'm gonna.
Damn.
We're going live. 3 different things for the highest bidder. For one, the highest bidder on who wants to be on KTP. Number 2, the highest bidder gets to choose which movie we commentate next. And number 3 is the highest bidder on this third item gets to choose Pim Pim Jim's main on GBS for 3 weeks. He'll main anyone. If you want him to see Cyborg, if you want to see him, if you want our meta to be complete and him to use Superman, he'll use Superman.
Yes.
If you want him to use, maybe you think Ares, you'd want to see PPJ play Ares.
Complete the
whatever-
meta.
Yeah. You can either choose to make us have a more oddball meta or a complete meta. He can use Aquaman. You can use anyone you want. He'll use fucking Flash, whatever you want. For 3 weeks, he'll main a different character. We're gonna have a bidding war on all 3 things. Guest on KTP, decide the movie we commentate, and Pim Pim Jim's main for 3 episodes. And it'll start when this episode comes out to the end of this month. Send your bids to me via private message, and I'll take care of it.
There you go.
Secret, and I want it to be me. I don't want to know anyone to know who's bidding, so that way no one will know how much it's worth.
Uh-huh.
How about that? Is that cool or what?
It's cool. We're
I
cool.
like it.
All right. So, any of you guys who are like, I really want to be on KTP, but I'm not good enough, or I can't go to majors, buy your way in.
Yeah, jobbers, this is your chance.
Jobbers. All you jobbers out. Thanks, K7. They're really going to donate now.
Oh, shit.
All you jobbers.
I'm a jobber. I don't care.
All you jobbers out there. This is your chance.
All you red shirts.
All you plebeians out there. You can buy your way into being a top player.
Underneath
We'll rebello you on our podcast.
Yes.
Like 50 people listen to this. You could be famous.
Buy a shirt, please.
Also, buy a shirt.
How many have sold? Do we know?
I don't want to say on there. It's embarrassing.
That's awesome.
We've sold a couple.
Everyone in the FGC is so poor.
I know, it's bad.
Yeah, people have always said, why don't you guys monetize the podcast? And it's like, it's like 60 dudes with no money.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that's the end of our shoutouts, right?
Shoutouts to my job.
Oh, tell us about that.
I no longer am in the sod industry.
You're no longer the sod father?
That is a tight name. I might keep that anyway. Yes, instead of sod now, I sell smiles.
You sell what?
Smiles.
What the hell is that?
I have gone Hollywood.
You work at McDonald's?
No. I work in a movie theater. So,
what do you do at the movie theater?
Everything. Training to be a supervisor. Hold up. So if a week goes by and there's not a podcast, that's why, because I'm fucking busy.
Okay, yeah, we kind of put this together at the last minute, just because King happened to be there in person, and we could be like, yo, are you ever going to get a micro? We've asked this dude to be on for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how Skype works.
This is his first fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun, though.
Alright, so I guess we're done?
We're done.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you guys.
You like Twizzlers?
They're pretty good.
They're my favorite candy. They're awesome.
I don't know about that, but
What's your favorite candy?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups?
Twitch.
Twix? Yeah, that's good.
They're pretty good.
Kit Kats are really good, too, though.
Kit
Probably
Kats are...
Kit Kats.
I don't like Kit Kats.
What?
I should say... What?
I don't like the
You're
wafer.
not like Kit Kats.
The wafer.
Yeah, I don't like Kit Kats.
Like
Should-
the wafer.
Shouldn't Kit Kats be my favorite candy?
Those are mine.
Wow.
Dude, Kit Kats.
I like the word wafer.
Wafer? You like the word wafer?
Wafer.
Is the worst sounding candy in the world Fig Newton?
I think so.
Are those even a candy? They're like,
No, I guess they're a pastry.
they're a cookie.
Fig Newton. Fig.
Big dude.
Fig.
I never thought of that.
The weirdest candy is those Werther's Originals where the old guy was
Those
like,
are good. I
the
like,
old guy wanted to give one to his son. Or his grandson.
yeah, those commercials.
Do you think Gross likes to give Werther's Originals to CD Jr.?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
It's like, it's special because it's in a gold wrapper.
Yeah, it's classy. Like, it's not for kids.
It's
not
because of the wrapper, though.
Yeah, but it's not. You get the idea. It's not for children. Like, that's some serious adult shit.
Right. Okay, we're going. That'll be the, what do you call it, stinger.
Okay.
Alright.
Stinger.
Yeah, you don't know the stinger?
Isn't that Green Arrow's like slide?
I mean, yes. Alright. You've never even listened to our fucking show, have you?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Even though I popped off on you a week ago.
He did. He was like going off. He was like, "Fuck you, King."
I didn't say fuck.
Yes, you did. You said he'd be crucified.